Welcome to Book and Puppet Company's afternoon story hour. My name is Andy. I was just playing my Ken, because I can play the Ken. See, I blow in this hole, and I put my finger onto these holes. You see, you can put your finger on these holes on the side, and that stops the pipe. See, it's a very big pipe. I have to hold it very far back, so you can see how big the pipe is. And then you put you can do the. That's what you do. You just go, and that would make it go. So that was the Ken, and now I'm going to put the Ken down, because I can put the Ken down. Now we're going to read our book for this afternoon, which is this Corduroy by Don Freeman, who was, by the way, Don Freeman was a marvelous trumpet player. He was a jazz trumpet player, and he wrote this book. And also a cartoonist in the mid-50s. He wrote this book, and it became this huge thing, and everybody sort of forgot that he was a jazz trumpet player. But he was a very good trumpet player as well as a cartoonist, and he wrote this book, Corduroy, and some other Corduroy books too. And you know what's funny about this book? Okay, watch. You're not going to believe what's going to happen. Oh, whoop! Hey. Okay, let's see whether I can do it again. Oh, whoop! Did you see it happen? I'm going to do it backwards now. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. How did I do it? I know, it's just like, it's totally a mystery. You want me to see, you want to do it again? Okay, do you want to do it? Okay, you do it. Here, you do it. Here, come on, reach up, reach, and whoop. You did it. You're so very talented at that. Okay. Now we're going to read this book about Corduroy, and if you don't know who Corduroy is, then you should know that this is Corduroy. That's his name. I mean, corduroy is also a kind of cloth, you know. Maybe I don't know whether these overalls might be made of corduroy or something. The overalls are green, irrespective of their material, and if you look carefully, you will see that there's something very, very bad. Look, the strap. The strap doesn't go. Do you know why the strap doesn't go? I know. I'm sorry. Corduroy's trying to find one. His missing button, there's no... Oh, I don't know if we can read this book because it's so sad. But we can do this. Do you want to do it again? You're very good at that. Okay, so now we're going to actually read the book about Corduroy, not just look at the cover and go bloop, bloop, even though it's fun to just go bloop, bloop. I could do this all day. Bloop, bloop, bloop. This would be good. Then we wouldn't have to bother with turning all the pages, because the thing about the pages is that they're very hard to turn. I don't know how I'm going to do all the work of turning all these pages. There's a lot of pages. Look at so many pages in this book. But I like to go like this. Whoop, whoop. What? Oh, I should read the book? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Corduroy. Okay, I'm turning the page. There's no pictures on this page. Corduroy is what it says, so it says right there. Corduroy. Heidi, did you read it? Coogan can read this too. Sadie probably doesn't know. Dahlia, do you know how to read it? Corduroy. And look, it says it again. Corduroy. And there's the overalls. Look at that. It has 2 buttons on it. Story and Pictures by Don Freeman. This looks like our store. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things. Here's the toys sign. And if you look, you can see, do you see where Corduroy is in this picture? Yeah, there's Corduroy. He's right next to the bunny, and between the bunny and the doll. He's waiting. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. See, this person doesn't want. This person's riding on a horse. Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. The girl looks sad too. But the mommy does have a lot of packages. Look, she spent so much today. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll see if I can go and find it." How can he do that? Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down. But the doll and the bunny are asleep, but Corduroy climbed carefully down. From his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. He's looking for his lost button. Do you think he can? Wow. Do you see the button on the floor? Suddenly he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident he had stepped onto an... Do you know what that is? I know! An escalator. Did you see? See, he was close to it in this picture, but in this picture, quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator. And up he went. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. Here it goes. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor. And there before his eyes was a most amazing sight. See, what does he see? What is he seeing? Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. This must be a palace, Corduroy said. I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace. Wow, this is amazing. Did you see all these lamps? And so many beds. This is crazy. Wow. How do you think Corduroy feels right now? I think so. I think he's very surprised and excited. He wandered around, admiring the furniture. This must be a... Do you know what it is? This must be... I know! It must be a bed. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed. And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. And there he goes onto the mattress. He's really very good at getting around. And there he's climbing on the mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. Wait a minute. He saw something small and round. Why, here's a... What is it? Button, he cried, and he tried to pick it up. Can you pick up this button? Come on, pick it up. He's trying to pick it up. But, like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. Oh no, the buttons are tied down on the mattress. Can't get the button off the mattress. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button! And off the mattress, Corduroy toppled. Whoa! This is a very bad minute where he's falling down. I'm sorry about this, Corduroy. Look, he bumped. Oh no! Bang into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, this is bad. This could be bad. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going round his rounds on the floor above when he heard the crash. He came dashing down the escalator. Look what he has in his hand. Do you know what this thing is that this night watchman has in his hand? Do you know what it's called? Yes, it's a flashlight. Do you have a flashlight? You have a flashlight too in your house? This night watchman has a flashlight. He doesn't look like he's very happy. Actually, he looks kind of sleepy. But anyway, he's going with his flashlight. And he's actually walking down the escalator, I think. Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here. Oh no! I'm scared about Mother Corduroy. Is Corduroy be okay? He flashed his light under and over the sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw 2 fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs? See, he pulled back the covers. Did you ever do that? Do you like to hide under the covers and then go, whoop, I see you, beep, whoop, I'm hiding, beep, whoop, beep. Because Corduroy was under the covers and the man found him. Look at that flashlight right in his face. You can see the shadow behind. I don't think Corduroy really wanted the man to find him, as he was hiding. He said, how did you get upstairs? The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator. Here they go. And set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. And then what happened to Corduroy then? He was very sleepy, so I guess he just went to sleep with the clown. Because the bunny and the doll were already asleep, and the clown were already asleep, so Corduroy just had to go to sleep, I guess. I'm sure he was really tired because of all the things he did. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came in to the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. What's she doing there? I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. What? She can bring him home? She had enough in the piggy bank? Look, the bunny is happy for him. And the puppy is happy for him. The lady, even the turtle is happy for him. And even the lion, because Lisa came. Shall I put him in a box for you? The saleslady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered. And she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs. That's a lot of stairs. There she goes. She's running up the stairs. into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. Whew. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Does this look like home? And even there's a flower on the windowsill. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened. How do you think Corduroy feels? I know. He feels happy and grateful. You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave Kim a big hug. I'm glad that they met, and it was so nice that Lisa came back, and she even sewed the button for Corduroy. Hey, let's do it again. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And that's the story of Corduroy, bloop, by Don Freeman. And that's going to be our story hour for today. So thank you for coming to Story Hour. Let's see. We have a story hour tomorrow and a puppet show. So I hope you can come to another one. Bye.